Hello everyone, welcome. This is Icy Turbo, and today we are playing our third arena match with our wonderful Priest Arena deck. Now, somehow we got lucky with the first two matches, so without further ado, let's continue on to the third. Now, the second match actually went pretty spectacularly with basically every single aspect of the match being done basically exactly how I wanted it to. I'm not necessarily confident about this match. I haven't met any of the big arena baddies like the mage or paladins of sorts. So I don't necessarily know how long this deck is going to last. We're going to try our best anyway, and I'm going to try to do a little bit better at giving a little bit more advice and a little bit more context of what cards are good and what cards are bad and all that good stuff. And it looks like we are fighting a druid today. Now, since we're going first, we want to get the first level play right away, and druids are notoriously hard at getting rid of early cards, as they don't really have any good cards early that gets rid of cards very well. So we're just going to cancel this. I'm going to keep the Emperor Cobra because the druids always have pretty big cards. I want to keep that in my hand so I can play it whenever I want. We're going to move the 5/5 because it's not necessary, and we got Mind Control. Mind Control wasn't the best card I could have drawn, but at the very least we don't have to worry about top decking it. I would summon Argent Squire in any other situation, but we also have Northshire Cleric, and that's just way too good of a card to pass up. And this is why this card is so good. It's a 1/3, and whenever a minion is healed, you just draw a card. Now, he either has to spend the coin to get rid of it, or, yep, he had to spend the coin to get rid of it, which means he now doesn't have a coin, and I didn't even have to do anything in order to have him do that. He basically just wasted the card. And now I can just summon the Argent Squire for free as well, not waste my mana, and I still have board control. It is kind of sad that the Northshire Cleric was taken out so easily, but it's still there. Alrighty, let's see. He has a summoning portal right now, and I think the next thing we could do is we could do this. It might be a good idea with the way things are going right now. I think that this might be the best opportunity to do so, as this will die anyway, even if this guy gets the 2/1, and she won't be able to kill this Cobra right away. I'll be able to kill it. I can heal it up next turn and summon this. So I'm going to do that, just attack him directly once. And let's end the turn. I know he can't get rid of this unless he has another Wrath, as he would need to pull off 4 mana in order to use Swipe, which is a 4 damage card. But it looks like he was able to get exactly what he needed. And as you can tell, this game so far is going fantastically. And right now, he seems to be pulling every card he needs to actually get what he needs onto the field. But I'm probably just going to keep doing this, heal myself up. Let's get rid of this as fast as possible and end the turn. Now, that's going to be a little bit harder. Even though these are all weak, he could have the Swipe with him. I don't know, but I just need to get something on the field, and it was probably a mistake with as low of creatures as these are. I need to get rid of this. I need this on the field. And he already has been spelling so much of his different things. Alright, so he has the 4/4. He's getting rid of the Northshire as soon as possible. And I need to get rid of this Summoner as soon as possible, too. I think the next thing I'm going to be doing is getting rid of this minion ASAP, because it needs to be gone as soon as possible. Then he's been burning a lot of cards to get rid of my weaker cards, so I don't think he has anything for the Venture Co. Mercenary, which I need to desperately do at this point. So let's get this started.
You gotta be kidding me!
Job's done.
He may not be a taunt, he may not be a fantastic creature, but I still have Mind Control, so we can turn this around. And no matter what, it looks like he's going to have to try to take it out regardless of cards. And he's going to do damage directly to me, okay. So he withstood the hit, took only 4 damage, he's going to keep the Panther on the field. That was a really good play on his point. And let's see. Unfortunately, Lightwell's not going to do much for me, but I'm going to at least get it on the field. And actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. Let's do this. That way I can't take it out all willy-nilly. I'm going to heal myself up. That's kind of the reason why I got Enter Fire, just so it's a 5/5. Now he has to run this in there, unless he somehow has another card. Even if he somehow gets control, if he summons an 8/8 Ironbark Protector, I can Mind Control it. And now he has to actually waste the Panther. He needs to get out of the way. He's going to take another 5 damage. And let's see what he summons next. Alrighty. This is a very good card. It's a 4/3 right now. If I can summon another creature, that'd be great. This guy isn't going to be doing much for me. I could bait it out, but... This is kind of a conundrum, because I don't want to summon this guy because he's just going to die anyway. But I may want to do it just so he stops attacking me directly and starts going for these monsters. That, and he might do something crazy in order to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and do it. On the bright side, I do have mind control, and that's always my stopgap. Whatever it is that he summons that's big, I can counter it. And that's all I'm going to be hoping for as this match continues on. Now, as you may have noticed, one of the key things about arenas that makes these guys so powerful is the fact that he's been able to counter a lot of the cards I have. Unfortunately, the problem with my deck is that I don't have a lot of the removal I need in order to get rid of the cards that he has. So all I've been doing is basically bleeding as much as possible. But at the very least, now I have some bigger creatures, I can do some damage to him, keep it in stealth, and if he summons anything big, within 2 turns I can get rid of it with a mind control. But unfortunately, like I said, with the priest, I can't necessarily do the damage I want to do, as I don't have the removal to get rid of this. And he's done very well with the simple fact that even if I was a priest who had Shadow Word Death or Shadow Word Pain, I can't use them because these are 4-cost minions, and I don't have anything of that sort. Alrighty, let's heal up. I'm gonna summon this. I'm gonna at least get the 2-for-1 trade out of him, because I want to clear his board as soon as possible. Force him to summon something really powerful. I'm gonna have him at least trade out these characters. If he somehow can keep those guys alive, I'll have mind control for whatever big thing he summons next. Alrighty. And he's going to attack it directly, which he has the ability to. This is not going well, guys. But at the very least, he's kind of running out of cards. All of these have low health. If I pull a Holy Nova, which I believe I have, I might be able to salvage this, but I have to kind of top deck it. This is going to be another one of those unfortunate sort of things. But let's summon this, keep ourselves in the match. He's top decking too, and he's going to have to start throwing creatures on, because then I'm going to willy-nilly kill whatever I can get. So he's going to kill the Acolyte of Pain for more cards. I'd do the same thing. Then he's going to kill the 4-2 there. Let's see what he summons next. Darn.
Ready, sir.
If I had a Holy Nova, this would be much better, because I could take out 2 creatures. Even if this is enraged, it's still better than nothing. At the very least, I can mind control it next turn. Let's see what I got. Alrighty, I got a charge character. I'm going to have to heal first. Let's get this charge out of the way. Get these cards out of the way. And hopefully he summons something really big that I can take control of. Because if he keeps summoning these small things, I'm eventually going to run out due to attrition. And he's probably going to enrage his Amani Berserker on this guy, but I'm not sure. Huh. Looks like nothing but big very tiny cards. And unfortunately, this is sad, because it doesn't give me a lot of choices in how to actually deal with this character. I'm almost tempted to say I might need to summon the Silverhand Knight at this point, but yeah. Yeah, it's GG. This is 2, 6. I could delay the inevitable by taking control of the Silverhand Knight, but if he summons anything bigger than that, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this, hold out one more turn and see if he has something big. If not, I still lose anyway, but I just don't want to use a mind control for something that he may not summon anything bigger than that. I don't know if he has a buff or anything, but that's 4, 6, 8, 9, and then 10. Alright, and he had nothing. I had nothing. So that's basically about it. Let's see. Emperor Cobra, heal myself once more, Emperor Cobra, and GG. Alright guys, very first loss that we had in the arenas. Not really anything I could have done. He just flat out had the cards that he needed to get rid of my cards, and he didn't have anything extremely powerful that I could mind control. There wasn't anything in his deck that I could take over that would save my life in terms of cards. So, with that being said, with such a disappointing end to that, I'm actually going to make this into a part 2 of the same video. This will be the very first video that has more than one match at the same time. So, we're just going to continue on, because that was just disappointing. I don't want to end you guys on disappointment. So, let's do the next match. Hopefully this works out a little bit better. Let's get started. Now, that's one of the interesting things about it, is that that druid had no big creatures. And surprisingly enough, the one thing druids are known for, which is big, powerful creatures to take out small creatures, the druid didn't have, and that actually saved his life. Because if he had those, I could have mind controlled it, but I didn't. So I wasn't able to. Overall, that was really good plays from that druid character. In terms of anything I could have done better, perhaps held out on some of the creatures I put on the field, but I needed to put something there as a threat so he wouldn't attack me directly, and they would have died anyway, at least from what I've seen. Unfortunately, didn't draw a single one of my taunts, so that happens too. I was low on taunts for this game anyway, so. Alrighty, Priest Mirror Match. This is one of the most annoying matches you can ever do, because they always take forever. Always. I actually agree with this just because it's 1, 2, 3. It's a good synchronization. The only thing I might take out is the Mana Addict. I didn't like it in the first place, and I'd rather have anything else. Even if I can't do a turn 2 play, I'd rather have it somehow grab something else. And that was perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. And once again, I drew the Mind Control right away. At the very least, if he summons something crazy, which most priests don't, but if he does, I'll at the very least be able to grab it. He could counter Mind Control, which would be weird, but he could do it. What's funny is that priest can't really deal with these guys very easily, and this is something I need to get rid of as soon as possible, which is lucky for me because I have Holy Smite. Now, you could be asking, well, why didn't you just hold on to it? Well, I don't have any powerful creatures that take out that guy if he got going. I'd rather not. It's that, and it looks like he's playing very defensively, so I'm going to make sure to capitalize on that. I'm first going to get rid of this. I'm going to make sure to protect this. If he summons a creature, he'll have to go up to this. I can heal it and then get some card draw from this. And then I can summon Acolyte of Pain, and then he can just attack whatever has low attack damage. That, and luckily for me, due to the small amount of big creatures I have on the field, Ventrico Mercenary actually works very well for this situation. Okay. Now, we got Fairy Dragon. We also have, well, we know that this guy's going to die right away, so I think we need to just get the Fairy Dragon out immediately. And I don't think there's anything else we could do here, because he's going to summon this engine. I'm going to trade it off. It's a 2-for-1. I only kept the taunt here to protect this guy from dying simultaneously. We're going to play Ventrico Mercenary on next turn when we clear this. That way there's no taunt on the board. Even if there is, at the very least he's there, so we're going to end the turn there. There's no point in clearing this out because then he's just going to attack this. It's just a stupid idea. And he has 6 cards to my 3. That just happens whenever you play second, but you know, he's just doing the obvious. He's going to get rid of that taunt. He's going to heal it up. Makes sense. I'm going to get card draw off of it, which is good, though.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay, do I get anything new? No, I don't. I got all the bigger cards, which is kind of funny, but I'm going to get the most threatening thing right out of the gate. So, let's get the Ventrico Mercenary out. And now he's going to have to pick what to do, because this guy's going to die anyway. And I'm not going to try to out-damage it. I'm going to have him select what he's going to attack, because he's not going to be able to kill both of these at the same time. So at least leaves this onto the field while this can go and clear this out. And she'll eventually die, but she already served her purpose. It's a 1-cost, 1/3, and I already got a card out of it. So works out for me. That, and luckily, he can't eliminate this with spells, which is actually a very big major thing. And, of course, Ventrico dies. Makes sense. That's basically what I needed to do, is I just wanted it out of the way. I didn't expect him to actually leave that on the board very well, but it was basically just calling his bluff and having it, you know, come out. Okay. That was a pretty good play. I'm probably going to play the War of the Arena at this point, if simply because I kind of want him to start attacking that, and if I want to, I could throw this onto there and force him to trade it out, which I might actually do, so I'm going to do that. Alright, if he has another Shower of Death, it's gone, but I have other cards to take care of it, but I just want this thing out of the way, and unfortunately he's building up to his late game, which is pretty obnoxious. Once again, like I said in part 2, I believe, I didn't expect this deck to go very far, but it's done admirably well for all things considered. Not even having a single death or anything of that sort definitely helps him in that matter. Thoughtsteal will probably help him out if he pulls out one of my taunt creatures or a Northshire Cleric again. Not sure, but okay. I didn't expect that, honestly. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep throwing taunts and keeping my health up and having him just run this big 8-2 into it and then dying eventually. I'm surprised he's able to buff that card up so much, but I guess we'll just have to end the turn there. I could stealth and take it out with like a 4-2, but at the same time, he's just been healing up and buffing up this character so much, and I just want to avoid him just dealing 8 damage to me. I think that was a mistake, honestly. Just, instead of actually stealthing and then being able to attack him on my own, I probably should have done that instead of what... Okay, yeah. Restore 4 health to all minions. That does nothing for me right now. We're going to summon both the stealths just because I'm kind of wanting to make sure to get rid of these cards. He's going to do a lot of damage, but this is probably what I should have done in the first place. Just get rid of this, get rid of that, heal this up. Circle of Healing or something. Well, he's going to get the most card draw out of it, and unfortunately he probably has better cards than I do, which is quite an understatement. Alrighty, let's see. Deal 5 damage, restore 5 health to your hero. I'm going to do that. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to get rid of this thing immediately. And I would do it with everything else, but I don't want to give this guy any more cards than he already has. And I have Mind Control as other CC, so I'm going to just do that. Because I want to get rid of this as soon as possible. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. And let's do Circle of Healing. And let's summon the Alkali of Pain. It was basically a card clear, but I need to get it in order to get board control back. At the very least, I'll have some draw cards. Even if he takes only 1 damage, I'm fine with it. And, of course, he silences it. Okay. Hopefully I draw a silence. Oh, they. Alright. Well, I don't want to mind control a Cobra. That seems like a giant waste of time. I could just, you know, do this. Gonna get rid of that at the very least. I'm just gonna deal damage to him right away. And probably heal myself up. And I don't necessarily want him to get rid of that. You know, I think I might need to anyway, because at the very least it will have a good trade-off regardless. He'll either get rid of that, and then having to get rid of this, or he'll keep this on and I can just kill it. So either way, this gives me a more beneficial trade. And hopefully draw something good so I can mind control it. And of course he has mind control too, but at the very least it wastes each other's turns. I don't know, this game's not going well, but we're going to do our best anyway. Now, what made his card so good at this point is that he was able to summon that crazy good... Oh, that would do it. Oh my. Let's see what this card is. And stealing that does nothing. We could silence this. That'd be nice. Don't really have anything else to do with it. 2 cards to 2 cards. I still got mind control. Wasted that, so I can't mind control anything spectacular. I'm gonna have to probably wait just to see if I get cards. And just to see if I get any creatures. And I'm probably gonna silence this just to get it out of the way. End the turn. Because if there's anything that I would actually want to silence, it would be something that I don't want to take mind control of, rather than something I do want to take mind control of.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Is he going to summon anything good? Nope. Well, I see this as another loss. Yep, that was basically the worst that could have happened for that. So those were two games where the deck's weaknesses were shoved into the forefront. Not only did I not have any of the power I needed, but I also didn't have any of the control. The big problem, as you've seen, is that with the games I've won, they didn't have the control to stop me. With the games I've lost, as you saw, they had all the control they ever needed to get rid of every single card that they needed to play. And I don't have any control with this deck, so it's kind of gone. And you know what? Why don't we just play the last game? Because if it's a loss, it's a loss. If it's a win, it's a win. And I kind of want to just get through this entire thing. So I apologize, guys, for the long video. I'll make sure to put it up in the description when I eventually post this. But I'm going to just try to play through that. And this means that we can finally play a completely different arena deck, which would be fantastic. Because then I can go through the entire deck process with a mic that doesn't sound like it's gone through you know, a bunch of horrible things that you don't want to ask it about. It's really, really bad. Now, hopefully, if we're lucky, I may get one win, and regardless, this will probably be my last game for this specific video, because if I win, I win. If I lose, well, kind of, nope, gonna lose. For those watching, mages are notoriously hard to fight against. And none of these is what I need right now. So I'm probably just going to take rid of this. This could be good. I think this will be good if I get anything early. But we're just going to keep the inner fire just in case. Hopefully we draw something a little bit better. Okay, all these relatively good. So I'm happy with that. We could coin into Bomber next turn. That could hopefully take out something. As he didn't summon a creature, I don't want to summon this right away because he didn't summon a creature. And I'd rather coin into Emperor Cobra if I have to, or just summon the Mad Bomber and then coin to something else. I don't want to waste the coin right now, and it allows me to have card advantage, so I'm not gonna play anything this turn. Alright, Direwolf Alpha. Sounds fantastic. Now this is the situation I was hoping for. With the Mad Bomber. Even if this doesn't work, at the very least, it has the big chance, and no matter what, it causes to even trade. So let's do this. Nope, it was basically the exact opposite of what I wanted. Well, that's RNG. The thing is that Mad Bomber is considered good just because it does have that ability to be fantastic. But it also has the ability to be, frankly, horrible. So you just kind of have to take it with what it is. Alright, so we're going to end the turn. He's either going to Frostbolt it, and by Frostbolt I mean he's going to Frostbolt my wonderful Mad Bomber, or he's going to trade the Direwolf Alpha, which I doubt he's going to do. If he doesn't trade the Direwolf Alpha and just summon something, then I'm going to do that. If not, okay. Actually, that was a mistake on his part. I'll just say that right now. With this being as useless as it is, I'm just going to trade it with and just go straight into a Harvest Golem. Especially since Harvest Golems in general are really good against mage decks. Just because even if he somehow takes the card to take it out, like he does a Frostbolt or he does something of that sort, I can trade efficiently because of the Death Rattle, which basically makes this a 5/4, which is crazy value. I'm going to start swarming the board after I clear this out, even if it's weak. I kind of want to just get rid of these. Start pressuring the board, force him to do something good with it. Alright, let's do the direct damage to him too. We could silence the Cult Master. I'd rather silence something more important that gives spell damage, or something that would be a little bit more intrinsic, because most mages aren't known for charge characters, and all I have to do is just push this in the air, or push this in the air, or whatever I need to do. Alright, Cone of Cold. And that's why I wanted to do that, because I was able to get rid of his Cone of Cold. He summons 2 mirror images, okay. He knows he can't kill that, because it's just going to get rid of it. So, I could use the charge right now. That would be kind of fun. I might actually, just to... Might also do the taunt. It's kind of a big iffy. You know what? I think I'm going to do the charge. I want to get rid of these taunts as soon as possible. These 2 cards would survive a Flame Strike. And I know I had to get rid of this, but... nope. That was a mistake on my part, guys. I should have silenced the Cult Master, as soon as that happened, I just gave him big hand advantage. I probably deserve to lose this match because of that. That was the biggest mistake I've made since I've started these videos. But, you know, what can you do? You just kind of have to go with the blows. Alright, wasn't expecting that to last long anyway. Okay. And attack me directly. And we're going to trade the Razorfen Hunter because we just need to get rid of that. Yeah. What she said. Alrighty, that's gone out of the way. Here's what we can do next. We can deal the 5 damage to this guy. It's going to be exact, and we also have Silence and Emperor Cobra for any of the bigger things. I would keep this, but I kind of want to just get rid of this board. I want to have board control as good as possible. Then it heals me. I kind of need the health advantage right now, so let's start applying the pressure. I still haven't used coin. There hasn't really been a need to, as a lot of it hasn't really been needed. The big thing I want to do is get the Fen Creeper out and then just go straight into Inner Fire, hopefully. Okay. That actually was a bad play on his part, because I'm just going to trade out the Harvest Golem now for this guy. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to summon the Fen Creeper. And using the coin, we're going to put a Emperor Cobra behind it. That way, there's 2 priority targets he needs to take out. And if there's anything that would take this out, I can trade it with the Emperor Cobra rather than having to sacrifice the Fen Creeper. That, and I'm thinking about Inner Fire into Fen Creeper, which would be fantastic if it works. And it's Flame Strike. Oh, no, Polymorph. Okay. Glad I did not Inner Fire that originally, which is good. So he's going to waste a bunch of cards on the taunt. I'm fine with that. Let's see. Alright, we got a second Emperor Cobra, so I'm tempted to just summon this and get rid of this. Because the constant spells, that's... No, never going to do that. I'm going to keep the Darkscale Healer. I kind of want the heal, and I want something... I don't need something on the board that's powerful. Going to hold on to the Inner Fire and the Silence, too. I haven't gotten a single Northshire Cleric, though, which has been surprising. I got it in the very first match, and then I got it in the match that didn't count, and that was about it. Alright, let's see what he's got. Okay, then. Well, I'm going to heal up, then. Get myself up to a better level and just start dealing damage to him. Flame Strike isn't going to get rid of the Darkscale Healer. Even if he does it, he'd have to use the Fireball to get rid of it. I can mind control whatever big creature that she may use. Depends on what it is. And I can get rid of this Emperor Cobra. So this match doesn't seem too bad, but she definitely has... Yep, there it is. Unless she has, like, 16 Flame Strikes, I don't necessarily know if she has what she needs, but we're going to summon a minion right away, and, well, guys, I'm amazing. Well, that thing's going to be taken out, but at the very least, he can maybe bait out a Fire Blast or something. Come on, summon something real good. Yeah, perfect. I'm fine with mind controlling a Water Elemental, if I have to. Yeah, we might as well. Yeah, I want this. Okay, let's end the turn. The reason why I want this, not only does this thing do really well trade-wise, and he'll have to sacrifice another card to get rid of it, but I just need the cards on the field. I just need them. I can't just not have cards on the field. It's just crazy. Alright, Zerdrake. That's what I was looking for. Definitely don't want that there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to heal up. We're going to heal this up. We're going to do Inner Fire. We're going to summon this. Silence this. Summon the Ventrico. Get rid of this. Because frankly, out of all those cards, having a useless 2-3 is fine. I now have the Ventrico Mercenary, and he has 6 cards. I'm probably going to lose anyway, but at the very least, I have board control. And this is the problem when you don't have any control in your deck, is you kind of have to just throw as much... Yep, there it is. Was definitely expecting that. With all the cards she had, I'm surprised she actually got Blizzard, though. That's usually a rare drop, but at the very least, she got it. And I don't have the control to get rid of that. So, there's that. She's probably going to trade the Tauren into the Mana Addict unless she somehow has a buff card. Like a
What to do?
Shattered Sun or some kind of things like that. Okay, there's the other taunt, which looks like I have a very big disadvantage right now. Okay, well, at the very least, I can summon a Divine Cleric, and might as well heal this guy up to 6, even if she has to efficiently trade. At the very least, they have to go through all of this. Or she just draws another Polymorph, into which this game's probably over, because this guy's the only reason I have any relevance on the field right now. Okay, she might have Flame Strike. And she does. GG. Well, guys, that was a fantastic run. Oh my gosh. For those of you who are linked to my YouTube from the Hearthstone forums, I am sorry. I am so sorry. As you see, the fact that I had to pick a Murloc Raider at some point in the arena draft kind of shows how good the deck was, but, you know, there you go. Well, at the very least, we get a little bit of fantastic cards, or at the very least, some sort of reward from this. So let's see what we get. Yeah, 50 Enchanted Dust, why not? Let's open up a pack, see what we get. Alrighty, horrible, pretty good, but I have too many of these. Not very good, awesome, and pretty good. So, yeah, not too bad, I guess. That definitely could have been done better. Alright, guys, the very last video I'm going to be doing after this, I'm going to actually do a video of the draft, where I'm actually going to go through, pick a character, let's do the draft, and then from then on, I'll make a new playlist and have ourselves a brand new arena playthrough, and hopefully this one will go a little bit better. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I know this one was long. I'll make sure to put links to all the different parts of this so you can go through the matches, as they're wonderful. So with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and bye.